Hello, everyone, and welcome to Grateful, the lunchtime edition. I am so excited to be here talking to you guys today. I have a very special guest with me, Miss Heidi Woodham. Now, Miss Heidi is our bookkeeper. Y'all heard me talk a little bit about Miss Heidi ahead of time earlier on last week. She is our bookkeeper. She does a ton of stuff, keeps us in order here at the center. And today we are going to be talking about the AWARE initiative, okay? So I wanted to bring Miss Heidi on because she is one of our AWARE partners, and she is also, I have drug her all over town. I don't even know how many years now, taking her to meetings and different things because she has a heart for human trafficking and what AWARE is standing for. So today I want to introduce Ms. Heidi and let you tell us a little bit about what you're grateful for here, about the AWARE initiative, and just a little bit about human trafficking here in the city, what you've learned.
Okay. I'm really grateful for AWARE. When I first became conscious of this, I was sitting in traffic on Davis Highway near Olive, and there's a gas station there. And I was just watching, and out of this paneled truck comes a young girl with a big man who takes her by the shoulders and walks her over to the restrooms on the side, but he goes in there with him. And it just alarmed me, and I just knew that she was in a really bad situation. I tried with all my heart to get over lanes, turn around and come back, and by that time, that truck was gone. When I saw that, when I experienced that, my heart was broken. It was like, no, I have to be a part of this. I have to know what, if it's just for one person, that if you can only help one person, that was my goal. And then that's when I heard Katie talk about Pensacola and trafficking in Pensacola, and I knew that that I had to be a part of that. I think the main thing is with AWARE is to be aware.
Yes.
Is to just watch where you are, watch what you're going, watch who you're with, watch situations, because several things have come up where you see like a young girl with 2 or 3 older men, and it's like, this isn't balanced, this isn't right. And it's as easy as a phone call. Just make a phone call. You don't have to do anything, you don't have to, but you can make a phone call and alert someone to watch out for that child. I think the exciting part is the networking.
Yes.
The networking here in town is fabulous. And
Yes.
like one of the people networking here in town has different things where they teach, and one of the things they were teaching was human trafficking for teens and their people. And it's like, but we need to know, and that's why we have kind of been ostriches with our heads in the sand, because we haven't been educated.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about AWARE is the education, and with the different networking that goes on, the Human Trafficking Task Force is fabulous because they include so many of the companies and all here in town. And I mean, it's not just law enforcement, but
Right.
it's law enforcement on the local, on the state, and on the federal level.
Yes.
It's different, like different services and different people walking together, working together as a unit. And that I just think is fabulous. I've learned so much by tagging along with Katie and just, hearing, what's going on. And I think part of my heart is the runaway kids, because they're at such risk, and I just really appreciate the search and rescue missions that are done
Yes.
in pulling those kids back off the streets, because they're like number one targets for
Yes.
sex trafficking, because they're running because there's a need, and
Yes.
it's usually a need to be loved or unmet needs that
Right.
need to be met. And so they bump into these predators who
Right.
groom them, and then they're involved. And so anything that we can do to be of assistance and help those,
Right.
that's
Right.
really my heart.
Yeah, I know we, Miss Heidi's talking about a lot of the organizations that we team with. So there is a Pensacola task force. If you would like to be a part of that, it meets at the Dream Center the first Thursday of every single month. That's the first Thursday at 9 a.m. every single month. And they do an incredible job, boots on the ground, how you can get these individuals out to your organizations to talk to your peers and to your friends, and to your youth groups, to your women's groups, to your Rotary clubs about human trafficking and about what it looks like here in the city of Pensacola. Another thing that she mentioned was the search and rescue missions. We are a part of partnering with the Shepherds and with Call to Rescue here in town. Call to Rescue has a phenomenal reputation here in town. They work with the local law enforcement, and their main purpose is to find missing and exploited children. 2 times this year we did big searches, which is where we go out in the city of Pensacola and we actually look for children. We have a paper that has all these different kids on there and individuals who are missing, and we literally go out searching, knocking on doors, knocking on hotels. Hey, have you seen this kid? Have you seen anybody? Does anybody look familiar on this form? And you know, it was really funny. I was talking to somebody last night. I love watching Law and Order SVU and all those different kind of shows, and actually 2 of the ones last night were about big organizations bringing awareness to human trafficking that was happening to children there in New York. I was thinking about it and how similar it really is when you're going with that piece of paper and you're going up to a hotel or you're going up to a gas station and you're like, can you look at this? They're like, I haven't seen anybody. Well, they never even looked. And I thought, you know, in the show, that's what was happening to the cops as they were trying to get them. Hey, can you see, have you seen this individual? Have you seen them? And they're just like, no. And the person's like on their phone or they're like on something else or like playing a game. And I just thought how real that really is, because I've been there. I've knocked on doors. I've talked to people, and, you know, hotel staff and even some gas stations were like, no, that doesn't happen here. No. And it really makes you wonder, like, why would you not take a look? Like, this is a child. And with the Aware Initiative, we got some new initiatives coming up actually here in January. I do want to mention that the Circuit 1 Human Trafficking Task Force, which is actually the task force tasked by the governor from the state of Florida for the First Circuit, which is Okaloosa, Santa Rosa, Walton, and Escambia counties, all make up that Circuit 1. And what we do is we are mandated by the state. There's a law enforcement group. There's different branches there. You do have to pass a level 2 background check to be a part of that task force, because there is sensitive information that is shared and we want to make sure that everything is safe. But that is a big group, and that's doctors, lawyers, the Attorney General's office, like I said, the sheriff, FBI, CIA, all of those there, not to mention all of our judicial system and different ones there come in together into play. And it's been an honor to work with them. I'm actually a part of that executive task force board, and it is incredible to work with such amazing people who are literally giants in the field of saving and rescuing children. You know, the Children's Home Societies on there, DCF has representation on there, as well as the Gulf Coast Kids House. And all of those are major players here in Pensacola helping keep people safe. So I do want to mention that the Circuit 1 is having their annual summit, which is, I believe it's In Plain Sight, Dangers in Our Community is the title for that. Hopefully I'll have a graphic up shortly up for that, but in our community, and it's going to be January the 16th. We're going to have CEUs for nurses starting at 3 p.m. We're going to start having a breakout sessions from 3 to 5, and then from 6 to 8 we'll have our open air for everybody who wants to come and be a part. Again, tons of vendors, tons of organizations are going to be there to let you know really what's going on and those that are in the fight here in the city. So if you want to know more about human trafficking, we want you to jump on there. And again, I'm just grateful for Dr. Russ pushing me back when we first started the center. He said, Katie, you know, I've heard you talk about a lot of things. He said, the thing that I've heard the most passion in your voice has been about human trafficking. He's like, you know, I always thought it happened overseas till you talked to us and you let me see how it happened right here in our city. And he said, and that's whatever you have passion for will take you a long way, and it's
Yes,
something that the
yes.
God's put on your heart. So Dr. Russ got me to start the Aware Initiative with the whole intent, like Miss Heidi said, of bringing awareness. If you don't know what to look for, if you don't know what you're looking out for, if you don't know how to report, if you don't know what it looks like in your community, because it doesn't look the same as it does in the Sound of Freedom movie or in the movies about what's happening overseas. It's about what's happening right here and what it looks like here. So I'm excited about some initiatives that we've got coming up in January starting. You're going to hear a lot more from the Aware Initiative, ways that you can keep you and your family safe here in the city of Pensacola, and just ways that you can become more aware of your surroundings and the things that happen in everyday life. So with that, me and Miss Heidi are gonna tap out for today. I want to thank her so much for joining us.
Yes.
We're both here working in the office, and believe me, her stack of papers is just about as high as mine, if not higher. I just want to thank her for taking her time out of her day to come and join me for Grateful. We both truly are grateful for all the organizations that fight human trafficking in our city, for all the boots on the ground who are out there doing it day in and day out. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for letting the Center for Excellence and Aware be a part of it, and let us join you on your mission to end human trafficking here in the city of Pensacola. So without further ado, I'm going to tap out for today. I will see y'all tomorrow, which will be Wednesday. So we will be talking about I believe it's Jamie's mom's house. So I'll see y'all tomorrow,
Right.
and we'll talk to you later, guys. Over and out for today.